This is some Greenlight good stuff called Immortal Redneck. Look at that, it's got music, it's got graphics and text, it's like a real trailer and everything. It's exciting. So it's got an Egyptian theme. There are obvious similarities you can draw between this and Serious Sam. And other shooters like that. Painkiller is another obvious comparison. Visually as well, I'm picking up shades of more modern shooters like Ziggurat. But all in all, looks very competent. I like the monster design. I like the way the trailer's set up as well. Part of what we talk about with these is the actual quality of the trailer itself. How good a job is the trailer doing of selling the game to us, and that is exactly what this is doing, although it lost me there where they said they don't really have procedural mummies, because I think that's something a game could have and do quite well, and that was like a pharaoh head. That was cool. Alright, that was a bit of a letdown way to end the trailer, but the rest of it was really good. So, Immortal Redneck, it's an FPS, obviously, set in Egypt, I think we gathered that much, and it's got the old roguelite elements. They used roguelite, which I like, because I used to use that, and then I stopped bothering, but it's a good term. It's a good term, because a lot of these games that call themselves roguelikes aren't really proper roguelikes. They promise frantic gameplay, Twitch controls, arcade style, all the usual selling points, procedural dungeons, a skill tree, permadeath, 9 classes. Now that's got me interested. I didn't think there'd be classes. Maybe that's, one of the classes does that thing that we saw at the end of the trailer, with, I guess, some sort of charm spell or whatever. I don't know. I don't know why I decided to speculate like that right now. There's no point to me doing that. Anyway, the game revolves around a redneck tourist who wakes up mummified in ancient Egypt after an accident. Why is he here? How did he survive? Why is he mummified? There are 3 different pyramids, and they've got random dungeons inside them. It looks like you can enter whichever one you like. It just says 3 pyramids await you, each one features a different environment, so I guess you can just tackle whatever one you fancy. Each time you die, you'll come back to life in your sarcophagus outside the pyramid with all your previously earned money, and you can use that money to acquire skills and abilities in the tree. I like that. One thing I like about modern roguelike/roguelike games is that sense of some permanency. Something that doesn't just reset the entire clock. Now that can be unlocks in Binding of Isaac, or shortcuts in Spelunky, or this, actual skills that carry over to the next playthrough. Something that makes you feel like you're not doing everything for nothing, They're promising over 50 weapons, traditional, magical, mythological, futuristic, and just plain weird. Okay, 50 guns, I'm happy with that. Sorry, 50 weapons. There's even a potato launcher. Sure, sounds good to me. Different classes get different weapons, and some weapons can only be gotten by beating certain enemies. Alright, fair enough. And that's about it. They say it's been in development for about 1.5 years, which is always good to see. Some of these games you see on Greenlight, it's clear they haven't even started development yet, so it's good to know it's got that much work into it. And yeah, it looks really good to me. It looks really good to me. And hey, look, I got something that didn't use pixel art. How about that? I know some people have gotten a little bit sick of seeing this very similar types of games on this series. And I've been very aware of that, and I've been trying to keep an eye out for different things. We did a first-person shooter on the last episode, but that was more Doom-looking, whereas this is more Serious Sam looking, and we've barely done games with 3D models in them. It's just harder to make those games look good, I think. At a certain level of budget and experience. I think that's why Greenlight Good Stuff has had so many games that are more 2D artwork and that kind of stuff. But anyway, point is, Immortal Redneck looks quite good, so yeah, I'll play that. Let's get that greenlit. I have a feeling this one's going to get greenlit, but as soon as it is, I'm going to have to check that one out. I'm quite excited about this one, actually. And I don't use that word often because, excitement and hype, that's not something I think is particularly laudable. But this one actually has me very interested. And that is about all that I've got to say about that. Oh my god, the Pharaoh head's got big hands as well. Brilliant.